almost
1 year.
yeah. So that
September
was
last
like
year.
basically I am from Kerala and there is a meaning for Orkut in our language. It's like Orkut, Orma means remembrance. Okay, to remember. It resembles that word also, Orkut. It's a Kut means it's a hut or small shelter. You can say like that. Orkut is it's a hut of remembrance. Right? That resembles for something like that. So as a Keralite, it touches my heart more. Like Orkut means like a hut of remembrance. For that reason, I really still love that. Very badly, very badly. So currently I'm in Facebook, but I know it's new generation. There is no need of introduction to social media. It's like I would like to know your opinion, Shiva.
I think I came on Orkut when I was in my graduation first year, so it was around 2006. And I signed up for Orkut, but I really didn't understand it properly. It was new to me. And I was not very active because I was always of the opinion that to spend quality time with your friends, you have to be physically present with them. So the idea of being online and getting in touch with friends and chatting, I was completely against it. And it took me a long time to finally realize that the world is changing and it's not, sometimes you have to sort of mold and be a little flexible with the changing trends. So in the year 2010, while I had started volunteering with an NGO, we used to discuss a lot of activities and events. And we used Facebook as one of the mediums to invite people because we used to create events and invite people. And I saw that the reach is more when you're going online. Whereas physically you can go and talk to maybe 20 or 30 people. Through online mediums, through social media, we could reach out to more people. And that's how I ended up creating my account in that year and maybe visiting Facebook 2-3 times a month. And then compelled to visit more, and then finally getting addicted to it a little bit because I would go to Facebook, I could find my school friend as Shanva said, and slowly, figuring out how people are using Facebook for not just getting in touch with people, but voicing their opinions as well, because there was a lot of diversity to the kind of message you could put out to people. So there was text, there was video, images, people now there's selfies, people take selfies, it's an overload of selfies also at times, but so Facebook was that for me. But nowadays I find it difficult to be on Facebook all the time. I follow some very interesting pages and look out for some relevant material that I can put into my head and feel good about it. Otherwise I prefer Twitter and Instagram more than Facebook. And mostly because I love photography and Instagram gives me the tools to edit my photographs as well, and hashtag options are also available, and I can see what creative stuff people are doing. So you can instantly just see who's following you, who's not following you. And Twitter, because it's amazing. It's sort of the way people interact on Twitter. You've seen governments falling off and campaigns won over Twitter. So I feel Twitter is really powerful now.
So which platform do you like?
I like Twitter and Instagram. Yeah.
So do you still miss Orkut?
No, I was never really attached to Orkut. Not the way, because I told you, I at that point I always felt it, and I still feel it, but during that time I always used to hang out with my friends, and online and chatting and everything was not just my cup of tea, so I'm not really bothered about going online and doing things.
And this social media is giving a huge opportunity. When I was at school, there was no such media as you said. Actually, we all wanted to become famous that time. There was no platform for that. Now you can see anyone can become a celebrity if you can dedicate just 1 year into any of your platform. Because for example, because before taking admission in WMA, actually Suresh was well known to me. Because according to me, actually I had attended his presentations on those. So a celebrity kind. It's not in that sense, but anyone can become a celebrity. Each and everyone. That is the one big advantage that I see in social media. in any platform.
But do you think it's also leading to a certain kind of obsession?
Definitely, that will be anti thing will be there everywhere in everything in the world. So it's not a new thing in social media.
Okay.
So it's not only social media, offline too, I guess.
Yeah.
Offline too. There will be both sides always. Right. The good and evil.
Yeah, that is different parts of it.
Yes, we are speaking about the advantages of social media as far as my concern. Like nowadays, many well-known newspapers, magazines, everything they have created their own pages in Facebook. And for us, we can read what is written in their magazine without buying the actual magazines, and we can study it in a social media platform. So like one-stop solution for news, magazines, everything we can study. So like for me, Facebook and social medias are like awesome.
Yeah, according to the recent study too,
Yeah.
millennials go to Facebook and Twitter to get their news.
Yeah.
You saw that last week, according to a, I don't know, e-marketer, I think. The study said millennials go to Facebook and Twitter to get the news. So check that out. That stats, some interesting study was done.
So actually, I don't know how you consider about social media. It's like which one is your favorite? Are you confused on that? Like to be particular in Facebook or Twitter or whatever?
Like for me, like Facebook gives me the best platform, right? Coming out from a village where I don't have any like newspaper, good newspapers. So like I was in Facebook. That was my advantage for coming out of my place. When I was in Facebook, I used to read all the reviews, all the e-magazines, and all the company who have created a page in Facebook. So like if I don't get the exact magazine, the exact book which are not present in my place, then also I can read it through on online media. That means Facebook. Like so, like for me it is like very good. Facebook provide me a knowledgeable information. From Facebook I can contact.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
There are Amir. He says he's from Hollywood. Hollywood, and what was it? He is also into social media and experimental marketing. So they are trying to see whether they can also be part of the discussion.
Sure.
Okay, so because they were talking, we did not discuss. So now, yes, we can discuss.
Yeah, sure, we can discuss.
Okay, go ahead. Go.
Yeah. So like what I have to speak about Facebook is that Facebook, in the sense social media, brings out people who are not aware of any information. What I mean to say is that being staying in a rural area where I don't get newspapers, where I don't get good newspapers, good magazine, through social media platform, where other organization, other company used to advertise in social media, and I come to know that that things exist.
Yes.
So through that things I came, and unfortunately I have reached.
Actually,
So is there internet connection in your village?
no.
Yeah, we have internet connection, but we have 2G connection.
2G.
Yeah, so
So
like
is it enough for you to like
Yeah.
use the social media?
actually the advantage of Facebook, what I have seen is that if we go and type in any Google search for any other things, then they take time to load. But But Facebook have made something which they load faster than other thing. So by that medium, I have taken some advantage to know about the information. So that within 2G speed also we can surf Facebook. Yeah, social media.
But still, we have to point out one thing, that he is the first person from his group, from his native, to come into digital marketing field.
Yeah.
Actually, around 1 million people, right? The population of that area. And it is almost like 150 years ago. Like seems like 150 years, or in Kerala the situation was the same. We didn't have any facility.
Right.
And electricity was unknown.
Yeah, like what you are speaking, I agree with it. But nowadays everybody is developed, but what he's saying is that being into social media and being into this digital marketing platform, there are many people who are studying many
Thank you.
topics.
Of course, they are open to everything.
Yeah,
To
but-
learn. They have options.
Yeah,
You are getting the options.
yeah.
Actually, one important thing what I wanted to point out during the periscope, actually,
Yes.
there are huge scope for this periscoping. In the sense, like, you
So
know,
he is asking, is that guy who spoke from Kerala?
and what I say is there is a huge scope on periscope. Now we are just doing it live. There are scope for movies, short movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're short. That we can, because if think of about a situation, your favorite actors, actresses, whoever, wait for live shot and live telecast.
Yeah, so I want to ask you guys, what do you all think about live video and video in itself? Because whomever I talk to, they're scared of video, and they're not trying to. They watch in YouTube, but they are not producers. Or, you know, simple, like this is a production. I would not call it as a huge production. We're just taking the phone. Hi TF. It's not a huge thing, right? So my question to y'all is, what do you think? Why are you producing something, or are you scared, or what is it like?
It's a kind of
Why not we are producing more content? That's what I'm asking.
the other side also is that, like, some
Thank you,
producers
thank you.
are not good actors also. They are not ready to act. Some actors are not good producers.
See, it doesn't have to be actors, right? I'm talking in day-to-day life. Yes.
I think
Some
They
people
are
are
not expressive in front of the camera, and they will be not expressive in front of the camera. Instead,
They
they
are
will be
scared of the
expressive
camera.
behind the
Scared
camera.
of being online.
I think the whole hype
No.
that is created around the camera is also to be looked at. Generally, when we see somebody in front of the camera, it's a celebrity or a famous person.
Okay.
So we sort of relate camera with somebody who's already accomplished and who the audience accepts. But with the latest changes that are happening and the trends that are setting, like Periscope, it's mobile. It's for the aam janta, it's for the common public.
Right.
So now I think with these apps coming in, there will be more confidence in people.
Exactly.
We can now feel that it's not really, I don't have to be a celebrity or a famous person or somebody who's really accomplished with scripts in my hand. I can talk what I feel. And then it's a phone camera, we take photographs, it's just a video.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, but now, right now, how we're doing it?
So genuine content that people can relate to. I agree with
Yeah.
her. That's what they are also saying. Yes.
So that is why I think
Thank you.
video is a very powerful content. And now because there are trends and there are things that are changing, we can now participate more freely.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Okay.
The fear will take its time to go because
Right.
we have been conditioned in a certain way. But I think we are getting over it. See, we're getting over it right now. We just talk
They
right
said
now.
good. Thank you. They said thumbs up too. What do you all others think?
Knowingly or unknowingly, we are already in front of cameras, CCTV cameras, and especially. So knowing that, we must adopt this.
Yeah. And
Nice. They said nice. What about others?
Really?
and I think Periscope gives that best opportunity.
She's already saying. Yeah. Yeah, I think as a marketer, as a digital marketer, I think it's important that we address these things. At least, test it out. It doesn't have to be our face. That is the power, right? You just open up your laptop and then face some browsing or maybe watch some video. You record that. That's fine. Right.
So I think it's a part of the evolution also. Initially when we started,
One second. What does this team feel about bringing live streaming into schools and have kids direct? Amir asks, what do you all think?
That'll be great. I mean, the kind of exposure students
Exactly.
will get.
Yes.
And kids are more creative naturally, and at that age, if you're letting them, showcase their talents with no censor at all, I mean, I think it's going to be amazing. That'll get the best of creativity out. Yeah.
And I think more and more schools should adapt this. But imagine in schools and colleges, right?
No, but that is an important thing. I mean, we've all gone past our school days.
Yeah.
And we only, I remember clearly that we used to be only dependent on textbooks.
Yeah.
So all the information is on textbook. But nowadays, if you look at school kids, even before the teacher tells something, they already know. So my question is open to all. What do you think about the role of a teacher right now?
Okay. Well, before we move on, one second. There's one more question. They said, if this is open, will it be vulnerable to children?
No, actually, what I say is like.
So that is an important topic. We are going to discuss that. Yes.
Yeah. As Manjunath said, like it will break the creativity level. Now its sky is the limit. It will break that level. Because when they are open to such kind of opportunities at the younger ages, their mind is fresh, their thinking level is fresh. They can bring something out of
Yeah.
the box really.
Yeah, see, I think, what they're trying to ask is, if we, too many predators online, that's what. See, what they're trying to ask is, I mean, not, in India we don't have much of these problems. By the way, Dash Scope, I think, I'm just talking to, there is not much, but in other countries there's a lot of things for kids, the security, there is risk. So that is what they were asking. I mean, I think it would be, yes, security would be a problem, but either ways, even offline, it will be the same, correct?
Yeah.
It's why only it comes to online. I don't know. I'm just thinking. What do you guys think?
But I think the privacy comes. There is a criteria for that. It's like depend on what it is. Just if we are visible to the world, does it mean that is against privacy?
No, see, they're asking. It's not privacy. In the other countries, children, they're predators. There are a lot of people, who try to kidnap the children and do lots of things. So that is a huge challenge. Again, Dash Scope says that too. That is a huge challenge. So when they expose, it is easier, right, for somebody to target this kid and kidnap. That's what they are talking about.
But it's offline also it's possible. Like if
Correct,
it's not
that's
digital also it is as usual. But there is certain level of criminal mindset that will exist forever.
Yeah.
So we will have to come up with other sides of how to avoid that.
Correct.
Or
Yeah.
how to make a system
Yeah.
more concrete. We are using social media for engaging with people. We can also make it more secure for people.
Exactly. That is one of the things that we need to talk. I mean, once it evolves, like Manjunath said, it will come because even in Facebook, they were doing lots of things. Now what happened?
Yeah.
Now there are, as it evolves, they're going to have securities, all those
So
things.
we
Yeah.
tried a few things. We could figure out that it's penetrable.
Right.
So now Facebook has also learned how it can protect.
Correct.
There'll be hackers and there'll be good people
Good,
as well
right.
who are trying to make this digital space safe for us.
Yeah. And see, what is that? We met with the DGP. The hardware will change and social media will be part of us. Correct. I agree. We met the DGP, the Deputy.
Abhishek Gupta,
Yes.
Deputy General of Police.
Police
Abhishek
in Bangalore, and they were using Periscope, right? They were trying to use Periscope, but what if you notice, he is already starting to hire people who are hackers. Right. So I mean, the government and the cops are also taking measures, in the digital space, in the social media space, not offline.
Yes.
Right. So they are also trying to keep those secure things too.
And also, I think that when you talk about live streaming like Periscope, for example, it can actually track who is videoing from where.
Right.
If that can be done, what it can also do is keep a leash on anybody who's following and watching the videos.
Correct.
So, kids' safety may not be that vulnerable. If tight measures are put in place and it can be tracked. If people on Twitter can say that I'm watching a movie, I'm here, I'm having lunch with my friends at this restaurant, they are vulnerable,
Correct.
as vulnerable as they would be if they were on live TV or live streaming on Periscope, for example. So I don't think it would make such a big difference. But from safety perspective, companies like Periscope and Meerkat should obviously track the followers
Yeah.
as well as keep a tab on where they are originating.
What does the team think of pace at which technology and governance in government? What do you all think? So I'm still waiting for that important topic that I'll hold off to that one. So what do you all think? The government.
Yeah, government. Actually, when I say about that, I should point out to an incident 3 months in Kerala for. I waited for Aadhaar card. Yeah. Actually, 3 times I went and stood in the queue for almost 3-4 hours. Okay, but it was not possible because it was not connected with proper technology, and it was in a rural side. I think there were hundreds like me. So it is going to be a easy procedure. When I did it in Bangalore in 1 day, the same thing. So if it is implemented everywhere in different level, I think that is going to.
See, I also think the Digital India initiative is going to, change. The government is definitely taking it'll take some time, but it will happen soon. We are already seeing. Imagine a cop saying that we are going to use Periscope. That's huge. Where we came from, right?
Yeah.
Where did we come from? So
One of the key things with India, obviously, is the fact that compared to India, right, we are the second largest population in the world. So to implement something, strategizing is one thing. We have some of the brilliant minds, definitely, but to implement something at large scale as the Indian population is kind of difficult, and it will take time, right? And from a governance perspective, they have taken a lot of steps recently, and it's all, I think, most of them at least are in a positive note towards, it will help us move positively, but it will take time, right? Many rural areas are there in India, many villages that needs to have better connectivity. So that's one area that we need to focus on. If India can really work on the connectivity, definitely the reach will be there. People have already accepted, without a doubt, internet will play a major role in people's lives, be it urban or rural. So
very good.
That's my point.
Yes. By the way, I want to ask you one question. What about a Periscope confession booth in those villages? Confession booth in those villages.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. Good idea.
Yeah, that will be a good idea if we do Periscope in any rural area, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
See, now that is what we are trying to do.
Yeah.
See, I went to Ooty. I was trying to Periscope 2G.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you can't.
Yeah.
Right. But however, technology companies like Facebook and Google is taking that measures, and Facebook. Like that, Periscope also can take that.
Yeah.
Do you guys know about the Google Bus? There's a project called Google Bus. So it's a bus with internet, and it goes to villages, right?
And Facebook took it to the next level.
Yes.
Last week I tweeted about it. Facebook actually flew an aeroplane, which was like a flying Wi-Fi hotspot. Pretty awesome, right? That's Facebook.
What about
See, now in India, right? In India, villages, this bus will go to villages with the internet.
Okay.
So the kids can come in and learn there inside the bus. So it's called Google Bus. So they are taking measures where the kids who have no internet connection going there. And then with Tata recently, when they launched Digital India, they launched a bicycle with the internet bicycle. So this for women. For the women will ride the bicycle with the internet and with the mobile internet. And then they're going and educating women in the villages on how to pay a bill in the mobile. How to pay your electricity, this thing. So check that one out too. Tata's, it's called, what is that? Shati, Internet Shati or something. Internet Shati. Shati or something like that. Recently. Huh? Sati, Internet Shati. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a very good initiative, right? So these kinds of initiatives is going to change, right? Imagine they don't know how to, switch on a mobile. You going them and asking them to use it and do your day-to-day activities, right?
I think this is going to make a replacement of the discussions of like serial stories in the villages.
Yeah.
They may are going to exchange the ideas of internet.
Yeah, it goes both ways, it says. Yeah, by the way, we are Web Marketing Academy. They were asking who we are. We are Web Marketing Academy from Bangalore.
Khushbu, you come from Mumbai, right? And you've been in Chennai as well as Bangalore. Now, I don't know how many people have that privilege of being in 3 major cities in India.
Yeah.
How's your internet experience been compared to the capital city of India, which is Mumbai, then a metro city like Chennai, and then a cosmopolitan city like Bangalore? From internet and your
It's almost same. It's almost same. I didn't find any difference in that.
Okay.
It's almost same. Yeah, a few years back in Mumbai and all, I was not into Facebook. But recently, a few years back, I started using Facebook and all, and I like Twitter a lot. So experience-wise, it's almost same. Mumbai also same, Chennai and even Bangalore now. So I don't find much difference in that.
How about the users in Mumbai versus Chennai versus Bangalore?
Users
Like you see your team members,
On
your
social
co-workers, how active are they on social media, for example?
almost everybody is active nowadays on social media, especially Facebook now. And now Twitter is also like booming. So most of them are on Facebook.
So you don't see any major differences. People have accepted internet
Yeah.
and social
So
media.
without knowing it's a social media, people are active.
Acting, correct.
Yes, they
Almost
just do not
everybody is
know
on
that it's
Facebook
social.
nowadays.
Interesting.
So, can we talk about what's up?
I had asked a question and it's open to everybody, is that what is the role of a teacher in today's digital marketing space, the social media space? So we know that how social media educates children these days, or you just type Google and you search anything and then you get everything. So and our teachers are still restricted to the textbook style.
Definitely.
So what is it that, because somebody talked about live streaming
In school.
in schools. So how flexible should we be, or should we not be, or should we definitely go ahead and do it, because this is the time right now. I mean, we need to implement digital space in our education system also, some way or the other, because otherwise it takes them another 10 years to learn what is
10
happening
years,
out
no
there.
10 years, maybe 25
Maybe
years or
25
30 years.
Yeah, maybe. So once they're 30, they'll realize, oh, they're not getting jobs, they need to learn these skills, and then they come here and then they learn.
Correct.
So if we start early, isn't it better?
But I think
Definitely.
it's already there. In
No, not
No,
really.
not
See,
really.
now the thing is,
Very
we
few
will
cases.
have to educate the educators.
Yeah.
Because for them, imagine how many of the teachers know how to use Google, for example, how to use Google properly, the advanced searches for education purposes. There's not many, and there's a free course by Google, right?
Yes.
Advanced searching. That is how to, and there is a channel and there is a separate resources for Google for educators actually, and for teachers. So they are not familiar. Those are simple things. But if you go and ask a teacher, in typical this thing they might not know. So there are, like for example, in Christ University, we have one or two. Chetrangna, who's a HOD of the marketing department. He is active. When I say he's not active, but he encourages people to come and take sessions. He's asking us to. We did a lot of sessions in there. So those kinds of initiatives will help. And in Garden City College, actually, they organized one event for educating. They brought in all the school teachers, and they brought in speakers like me and a couple of them. And we were talking about how safety, how to use all these digital and social channels. They were not aware. They have no clue. They don't know what Twitter is. So imagine LinkedIn, right? So it all should start not only educating the kids, educating the people who are educating the kids.
Actually, we can implement the Digital India campaign according to the Prime Minister. He just implemented last month. They can move with the campaign among the teachers, just to educate teachers and just to know the whatever things are related to internet, and how to go along with that.
Yeah, I think it will come. I think it will come. But because of the initiative, he'll take a lot of initiative. Already he's taking. So it should come because that is an important element to it, right? See, imagine in your college you did not learn digital marketing, did you?
Yeah.
No.
And it's absolutely important skill.
Yeah.
And there should be MBAs in digital marketing and there should be BBA in digital marketing.
But you know why? Because textbooks outdates. And those people also, those educators, it's very difficult to find educators like us. Can you find, right? How many, it is, seriously, it's a big challenge for me, once I find out some talents, like Manjunath, he's talented, I'll make sure that, I have good people, that is also there. And if you ask him to go and work for a university, will you? No way. Right? Why? Because the system itself is like that, our university system.
When we speak about this, we have to speak about the whole education system of the
Yes.
Like different curriculum from different universities. There are thousands of universities in India. It should be come into under one umbrella, all the courses. Then it is easy to implement digital marketing.
See, digital marketing, at least, what they should do is, it took 3 years for me to get into Christ University to be part of curriculum. Now it is part of curriculum. So I designed the curriculum and me and Chetrangna sir designed it and gave it, and the initial jump start we did. So for the first 120, Christ here and Kengeri campus. So each 120, 250 students, MBA final. So we did a 30-hour program. Okay, so from that time onwards, it is part of the curriculum. So if colleges take it like that, have people like us come and, because they cannot do it, they cannot find faculties, but at least work with the organization or an agency, set up the things, and then give them some training. And that's a good start, at least, right?
One step at a time.
Yeah,
Just
I
start
hope,
taking it. That's
I hope if we could work the same thing towards the UGC.
Of course, yes.
Because if we do the same work there, it will be affected all the universities.
So I think this is what is important, because see, there is a reason why our Prime Minister also thought that Digital India campaign is important.
Correct.
Because it's the need of the hour. India also has to catch up on a lot of things. Similarly, even education system, the way if we do this work in pockets, like how we're doing it with Christ University, a few more colleges and a few more colleges, I think this is how it's going to spread. And then obviously UGC will also understand the importance.
It should be a basic curriculum. Now
It should come down to the responsibility. I mean, today we are learning web marketing.
Yeah.
In a couple of months, we will be qualified to help others.
Yes.
And it becomes each one of our responsibilities to find people like Chitrangana, whom Suresh met and convinced. You have a great product. Internet is a great product, so you don't need to sell a lot. You just tell them how world is changing, how digital has to be accepted because it's a part of our life now, and how students can benefit from it. So,
simple step you can take. Now you know a little bit of digital marketing. You can go to your college where you studied, saying that, I'm doing this. Can I come and give a lecture, or maybe I can discuss about it? It's an opportunity for you too.
absolutely.
Right? So you are also growing in a way. And you can ask, maybe if you are not going, you can ask Manjunath or somebody who can accompany you guys, and we go and share our knowledge. Right? And you become, so anything they'll come to you. Right? One simple step we can take. And some of the students, that's what they are doing.
We must become evangelists when it comes to internet and digital marketing. We should propagate the importance and the benefits digital marketing offers, and how it can have a positive impact on the future for our country.
And that was my vision when I moved here to evangelize digital marketing in India, right? And we are there. We're going slowly, but steadily.
A lot of distance to cover.
Yes, definitely. Big country, world's number 2.
Big
That's
country.
the advantage also.
Big country and diverse country.
Diverse.
Needs are different.
Yes.
Okay, so by the way, I want to ask you guys, is these discussions important for you?
Yes.
Okay, good. I just want to clarify.
Cool.
Because, it's not a part of curriculum, but I think these are the things that you're also learning a lot, right, from each other.
And we are using Periscope to do
Yes.
that.
Yes.
So we can see, it's amazing how people who are just in the other
Yeah,
side of the world
they're
are
just talking to us, right? It feels good, right? I mean, people are watching and they find value in what we have to say, right? And without this, do you think we would have connected to those people who are exchanging? No way, right? From across the globe.
And it's very possible that people get united with this,
Yes.
right? They will look at their perceptions about India, or Indians' perception of America could have been different. Now with live streaming, with no censors, all happening in real time, it kind of brings the best out of us. Yeah, the real us out, because it's real time. So it's a really cool tool. I really love this, and it's going to make a big difference for sure.
It really implements the concept of universal brotherhood.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. Unity at the end of it
It's like
would
I'm
be
using
great.
technology to really power my opinion right now. So that's how it is.
All right, good discussion. I think I came in and you guys were doing podcasting. I interrupted. Sorry.
Actually, we did it
This
in
why
one
itself became
sort of a
a
session.
What a great group of professionals. Such a positive and impactful group dynamics.
Awesome.
Dashco.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. So you guys can just say bye, your name and who you are.
I'm Manjunath. I work with Web Marketing Academy as a trainer. I started as a trainee, so
So I came in to a session and what did I do? I disturbed the session.
Yes.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Rishikesh. I'm a student in Web Marketing Academy.
Hi, I'm Khushbu. Even I'm a student here in WMA from Mumbai.
I'm Rahul and I'm a student at WMA.
Hi, I'm Nita. I'm a student at the WMA.
Good. See, that's gone. Right. That's good.
Myself Shanavas, I'm from Kerala, and I was an animation artist, currently a digital marketing student in Web Marketing Academy, Bangalore.
Hi, I'm Varun. I'm also a student here in WMA.
Excellent.
Hi, my name is Shiva. I'm a curious student at Digital Marketing Academy.
Can you just simply tell about your podcast? Go ask them to listen to the podcast, which you guys did.
I do not remember the
Digital.
title.
FIR podcast.
FIR podcast.
Yeah.
And
Last week's, I think it's called small business.
Small business.
Yeah, small business podcast, and Manjunath and I have talked about APJ Abdul Kalam there, one of the most precious people India lost a few days back. But we have as a Web Marketing Academy tried to remember and given our vote to him. So please go and listen.
Yes, and you know how much he did, right, for the education. I mean, amazing.
And that's the kind of educator we're looking forward to.
Right.
He's always talking about how innovation is absolutely important in the field of education, and that's what we are trying to do here. So thank you for listening to us also.
Hi, myself Chaitra. I'm a student of WME.
Yeah, hi, I'm Jursong Kirirongbi and I'm from Assam and I'm a student of WMA.
Excellent. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Now I
Maybe
leave
she
you
can
guys.
finish with the quote of APJ Abdul Kalam.
Yes,
I
please.
really like that.
If you want to leave your footprints on the sands of time, do not drag your feet.
Excellent.
That's by APJ Abdul Kalam.
APJ
Thank you.
All right,
Shiva.
thank you.
Thank you everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks to Suresh.
Thank you.
Thanks
You're
so
welcome.
much.
Welcome. So that is that. This is our information. Webmarketingacademy.in. So we'll be scoping on a daily basis. Every day we are going to scope, search something, social media, email, mobile, and everything. So follow us. Until that time, this is Suresh from Web Marketing Academy. Bye bye.